Well, so while we have a break here in the action, I thought I'd talk about the pick leaders. Now, I know we're only 3 shows in, starting with a clean slate from earlier in the summer. And one guy who has started with a clean slate is Colonel Forbin777, coming through on night 1, going 4 out of 5. Several people hitting 4 on night number 1. And, night number 1, you could either say it's like the easiest or, it's certainly not the easiest. It might be one of the hardest because you just don't know what direction they're going to go. Are they going to continue to place, So hitting 4 out of 5 night number 1, very impressive. Forbin did that, Forbin777 that is. Like me, he was cold the first part of the summer, coming out just smacking it. Well, let's see, along with Jeff and Dinner and a Film, DavidGD, and DanZ, they all also hit 4 picks. Although DanZ nudged just above, he didn't go long shot. He was feeling an encore that night. He went with a first tube encore. Called a MoMA Dance opener, missing that by 1 song. So DanZ really close to just going with a perfect night, taking the medal home. PG also coming through with the opener. The only person to hit the 46 Days opener in Kentucky was Pete G. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you hit 4 songs. Pete G hit the opener. All right, DanZ called an encore. And I got into that a little bit. I went fee encore / long shot. I don't know. All right, so enough about me. I haven't been doing so great, but I am a little proud of the fee call. Hey. Pat yourself on the back a little harder, bud. All right, so night number 1 in Birmingham, Phish Master. He got in on the 4 out of 5. John Stallings was like, hey, I'm calling openers. Boom. Nobody really, the only openers called. Actually, only got 2 openers called through 2 shows. That would change night number 3. So Forbin, once again, 4 out of 5. He missed his old home place long shot by just a night. Just 1 night. And then, DanZ continues to hit the ball all over the park, going 4 for 5. Very impressed with DanZ, too, because like I mentioned in one of the shows, DanZ historically has always picked songs that he wants to hear. He's decided to play the game, going for the dubs, and he's getting them. So, all right. So, through 2 nights, we got Dan and Forbin on fire. And then guys like John, Pete G hitting some openers. The Phish Master getting in on the action. Night number 2, ZZRR011 hit the opener. So did Grateful Wooks. He hit the opener. This is Punch You in the Eye. Pat Keegan hit the opener. Joe Gaffey and Sumac both hit the opener. Poison Sumac, probably. Sumac 22. DanZ, that name again. While he only hit 3 of his picks, or was it 2? I think he only hit 2 of his picks. Punch You in the Eye opener. Forbin hit 3, and then Robert Geller, although probably winning the night, going 4 out of 5. DavidGD, once again, though. He hit 4 out of 5 night 1. He hits the opener tonight, so getting on the leaderboard, showing up. And so through 3 nights, we have got a real race between DanZ and Forbin. Kind of pulling away from the pack a little bit. Like I said, DavidGD, though, doing some things. Having a big night of picks and then coming through with an opener. My picks have been, pretty weak. What did I hit? Did I hit 3 picks last night or just 2 again? Oh, that's right. I got jammed up on the... I should have just kept... Should have kept Kill Devil Falls in my pick 5 and Simple as my opener because I ended up missing them both. I would have had Kill Devil in my pick 5. So, yeah, I'm not so good. 5 for 15. Look, in the game of baseball, 5 for 15, pretty solid. You're probably going to win a batting title these days. So congratulations to those people, and thanks to everybody else that's been playing. I see we got some regulars, of course, that are back like always, still trudging away. Spud, Danielle. I think John in there each night. Brian was in there. Brian scooping up the whiteboards from Birmingham. The Hampton whiteboards already been scooped up. And then I'll get into some whiteboard stuff when this is all said and done. Got the Forest Hills already packed up back there. Somebody bailed on me. They were interested, then I got ghosted. That's all right. They're still sitting there, ready for someone else. And the 3 shots still a little bit blown away by the encore last night. Now, I know it all worked out. We got that more, and sometimes I don't know what I'm looking at with the clock. They don't, there's various times they can quit, And I don't know why I thought, it's just the way that twist was going. It seemed like they're not wrapping this up anytime soon. Does Trey know? This is not like 20 minutes into the second set. And then, of course, we got the fee that we were owed. The encores haven't been great through 3 shows, but last night it was. Jamming has been there. The playing has been there, although I wonder how confident they are. Although the playing's been great. You know, the songs like Divided Sky, Rift, Fluffhead, You Enjoy Myself, songs like that, still missing. A lot of songs that they can just kind of lay into and do a little bit of whatever with. Wave of Hope, Golden Age, Kill Devil, Haley's, Chalk Dust, Down with Disease, you know. Theme from the Bottom. And I'm just, each night, I'm just excited. I just can't wait for the next show. You know, there's times when, you know, I'm always excited for the big shows. And then there's times when, you know, it's just another show in the run of a bunch of shows. You know, sometimes it's like, oh man, the show's coming. It's like I'm not quite ready for it. But lately anymore, it's just like from the time I get up, I'm just waiting for the show. I am ready. Let's go. Let's get this thing started, you know? So, I'm just a little amazed, you know? A decade ago, I was like, well, you know, they're clearly at the tail end of their career. Probably not a lot of legendary shows left. How wrong was I? Pretty wrong. And they're still going. Like, I don't know. I'm talking about, like, sometimes I often mention that I think they'll retire on top, but not this much on top. You know what I mean? Like, come on. This is crazy. All right. A, B, C, D, F. A lot of A's. All right, guys. Boom. We're out of here. Thanks for playing along with the picks and watching the recaps. Spud, everybody else, SE, John, Brian. I don't know. There's a John Bryan Park around here. It's a pretty cool park. All right, we're out of here.